So, Disney Plus Day was yesterday, and it was, okay, I guess. There was nothing in it that really excited me, that got me interested. Nothing felt like a big bombshell announcement like, Disney Plus Day last year, sort of. I'm pretty sure that was when they announced stuff like Ironheart and Armor Wars. And now I don't know, it just doesn't feel that great. There was a lot of Star Wars stuff last year. There was like no Star Wars stuff this year. There was the Obi-Wan Kenobi little featurette thing. It was a little bit of concept art. We got a little bit to hear Ewan McGregor talking about it. So that was kind of cool. But yeah, there was nothing in it that really excited me, and nowhere was this more evidence than the Marvel stuff. So yeah, there is a lot of new Marvel stuff coming our way. Yes, there is. So of course there's Hawkeye, which we already knew. There was nothing about that yesterday. Miss Marvel got a projected release, and that's coming out summer of 2022. Moon Knight, She-Hulk, also 2022, and those three got trailers, little like 30-second sneak peeks. I didn't really care for any of them. Like they didn't raise or lower my excitement at all. Now the She-Hulk one did feature Professor Hulk, so that was kind of cool. But yeah, I don't know, just everything else, nothing. Then we got the Secret Invasion thing with Nick Fury with a beard. It looks cool, but what does it mean? So this is an issue that I've had with Phase 4, and I'm kind of just have been realizing as recently, where exactly is it going? Like, in the first three phases, everything was deliberately set up. Like, every film, every decision had a purpose. It was all building to the Infinity War. It was building to Thanos and the end game. And now it's just like, okay, so some of these projects are building to the multiverse, sure. But like what, I don't know. It frustrates me. Like in my opinion, this is the worst that the MCU has been ever. With and like I'm talking worse than like in 2013 when they released Iron Man 3 and Thor the Dark World, two of the worst MCU movies in the same year. And while I don't think any of the MCU projects so far in Phase 4 have been at the low level of those two films, but nothing has really gotten that high for me except for Loki. Loki was actually very, very good. But like, I mean, yeah, that's it. The only thing that feels like it's actually leading to something like the multiverse is Loki and maybe WandaVision, because that is leading into Multiverse of Madness. But everything else, like, how exactly are the Eternals going to play into the multiverse? How is Shang-Chi going to play into the multiverse? Like, what does it matter that we now have a new Captain America if they're going in the direction of the multiverse? Why does any of this have any meaning? It doesn't feel like it's building up to something, which is what the Infinity Saga was all about, building up to something. In that case, it was Infinity War and Endgame. Even movies like Captain Marvel, like Captain Marvel does, she kind of helps to take out Thanos' ship in the climax of Endgame. She doesn't do a whole lot, but she does something. And she rescues Tony Stark at the beginning of the movie. So, yeah, I mean, without the movie Captain Marvel, that probably never would have happened. So they needed that. And then in Iron Man 3, it kind of set up Tony's anxieties leading into Infinity War about how he was like nervous about the whole space thing and what he went through in the Avengers or the Dark World. It gives us the Ether. It introduces the Collector, and it sets up Ragnarok, sort of. But like nothing about many of the projects in Phase 4 feel like they're actually leading to something that will actually tie in the rest of the franchise. Like, okay, so we have the Eternals now. What are they going to do? Are we going to get a sequel to that movie? I hope the characters are more developed because they were very underdeveloped in the first movie. I mean, WandaVision, going in order of the Phase 4 releases, WandaVision is leading into Multiverse of Madness, so we know that. Falcon and Winter Soldier may be leading to Dark Avengers at some point, but they haven't announced that at all. I don't even know when that would take place. Yeah. Loki opened up the multiverse. It did something. Black Widow did nothing, except for it gave us a little swan song for Scarlett Johansson, and then that eventually led to a whole lawsuit thing that we don't talk about. And yeah, but Black Widow didn't do anything except for the end credit scene, which helped set up Hawkeye. That's it. That is all it did. And I mean, maybe we'll see a little bit of that, but still. And then what was the next MCU? Oh yeah, Shang-Chi. No clue where that's leading. Like, we're probably gonna see the Ten Rings again, and Shang-Chi is like with the Avengers now. So what are they gonna do now? The Avengers don't really have anything to do at the moment. Like, I mean, Captain Marvel's there, Bruce Banner's still there, but like, what are they gonna do? And the biggest insult is What If, which I honestly didn't really like upon reflection. And it was just the idea of recontextualizing the MCU. I thought it was gonna be cool, like this fun little experiment, but then nope. It turns out that it's possible that people from the What If timelines could possibly be in the actual MCU. I really loathe that idea. I don't want to see Party Thor interact with regular Thor. I don't need to see Captain Carter, or I especially don't need to see anyone from the Zombies episode, and I'll get to that later, believe me. I don't know, What If had moments of greatness, Doctor Strange episode, the entirety, and the T'Challa episode, most of it. That was it. That's it. And then it built to some big slam bang finale. What's up with that? I thought this was an anthology series, not one that was gonna build to some big conclusion with Ultron that, by the way, sounds nothing like Ultron. I mean, he kind of does. He tried, but he failed miserably, in my opinion. Yeah, so maybe what exactly does What If do aside from provide some sort of fun little experimentation escapism to bridge the gap between MCU movies, between anything else and No Way Home? And then there was Eternals. Like, what the heck is Eternals gonna do? What does the introduction of Star Fox have to do with anything else in the MCU? How does Blade relate to the Eternals? Is Black Knight gonna show up in the MCU at any time soon? Is he gonna be in any way related to Doctor Strange? Or Silver Surfer, or like the Defenders, the original Defenders from the comics, not the Netflix ones, which is comprised of Doctor Strange, Hulk, Silver Surfer, and Namor, and Black Knight is usually associated with them. There was Dane Whitman, who is Black Knight. What does any of this matter? Hawkeye seems cool, but is that just going to be a swan song for Jeremy Renner? Like, I mean, it looks good. It looks great. It looks great, in fact. The trailers look phenomenal, and I'm glad that it's going to be a Christmas show, kind of, but what does any of this matter? What is it building to? Like, clearly, they're going to introduce Kang at some point. Well, they didn't introduce... They're going to introduce, like, the actual Kang, a more menacing Kang, and I'm excited to see that, but Kang isn't scheduled to appear until a film that's coming out in 2023. That's almost 2 years from now. So, are they just doing whatever the heck they want now? So, like, how does Moon Knight or Miss Marvel or She-Hulk tie into any of this? Secret Invasion. What's up with that? Like, so the Skrulls are infiltrating the Earth? That just creates so many plot holes that could be exploited. I don't want to see that. I Am Groot doesn't look like it's going to be super connected to the rest of the MCU. It looks kind of cute. I'll watch it. Doesn't look great. I'll watch it. Armor Wars. That'll be good. It'll be fine. I like War Machine, and hopefully this will improve his character a little bit. But I don't know. It just kind of looks like another fun adventure relating to Tony Stark technology, which is weird because he's been dead cinematically for the past 2 years now, and still they're focusing on him. Same case with Ironheart. How does this teenage girl get her hands on this technology and is able to build something more advanced than Tony Stark, a billionaire genius? Well, what's up with that? Yeah. So I'm gonna watch these shows for sure, but I'm not super amped or pumped for them or anything. Loki season 2, I'll watch that definitely. I like Loki. What If season 2? What are they even gonna do with that? Is it gonna lead to another? Is there gonna be another Guardians of the Multiverse thing at the end of the season? Is that what you're gonna do? Are you gonna make a character arc for the Watcher? Why would you do that? I like the Watcher, but he's a narrator. He's a host. He doesn't. Why would you? It doesn't make sense. I do not like What If very much, and I'm sad. Then we got some news on some new series. Echo, a spinoff of Hawkeye from a character that we do not know yet, that is in the comics, I believe, related to Daredevil. I haven't read many Daredevil comics. Scratch that. I haven't read any Daredevil comics. I've been watching the show. It's good. It's very good. But okay, so Echo is a character that's getting a spinoff. Okay, that I'll watch it. Looks all right, but don't know anything about the character. But we'll see in Hawkeye. Hopefully the character's cool. If she's not, I'm going to be very disappointed. But yeah. Then there's Agatha House of Harkness. Okay, so yes, Agatha Harkness was a fun character in WandaVision. But what exactly is this show going to be? Is it like a prequel to her time with the witches from the opening of episode 8 of WandaVision? That was the worst scene in all of WandaVision. The dialogue was abysmal, and the acting was just stupid. It's a terrible scene. That scene ruined the whole episode. No, it doesn't. It was the only thing wrong with that episode that was otherwise an emotional powerhouse. Yeah, there's a Spider-Man freshman year. What? You're gonna go back and do the origin story? What? Or is this gonna be is it gonna be another Spider-Man? Are you really gonna have the dude that voiced Spider-Man in What If show up and do the voice of Peter Parker here? Are you kidding me? He was fine. He was fine for that one episode. But I'm not gonna watch an entire series. Well, I'm gonna watch it anyways. It is my curse to watch everything Marvel related. I never thought of that as a curse before, but now I guess it is. But yeah, I really hope that Tom Holland comes back for this. Tom Holland is 25! How are they going to do him as a freshman in high school? But maybe he's 24. I don't know. Yeah, he is old. They can't make him 10 years younger, which is probably why it's animated. He could sound 10 years younger, maybe, but why are you doing this? Is it just to introduce Uncle Ben into the MCU? And if it is, he has to be played by Tom Cruise, because that would just be funny. I think it would be amusing. Think about it. Tom Cruise is Uncle Ben in a cameo role. And you get emotionally invested in him because it's Tom Cruise. Who doesn't like Tom Cruise? The X-Men 90s cartoon is getting a reboot. I didn't watch that. I don't really care about the X-Men. So yeah, I'm not going to watch this. By Marvel related, I meant MCU related. Yeah. We didn't get any updates on the movies at all. So yeah, this is just Disney Plus stuff. The Wakanda-based series has got no new information, which is absurd, because, that's a series that I'm actually interested in. Of course, it'll probably stop being interested to me once they reveal the title, but yeah. And then there's the worst of these announcements so far, Marvel Zombies. What? Marvel's... Are you kidding me? Are you actually kidding me? Is this gonna be based off of just a comic storyline where all the characters in the actual live action MCU get turned into zombies? Is it gonna be based off of the zombie episode of What If? That was one of the... No. Actually, no. Upon reconsideration, I think in my ranking of the What If episodes, I had that as my second to last least favorite episode of the series. Like, my least favorite one was, at the time, was the Captain Carter one. But you know what? Upon reconsideration, this one frustrates me even more. So yeah, it's my least favorite episode of the show. I'm calling it. So is it a spin-off of that? The worst episode of the worst MCU TV show? Why? Why would you do that? And is this going to be in-universe? Is it going to be a cartoon or something that somehow ties into the actual MCU? It may, animated in a different style than What If, of course. Animated perhaps the Avengers Assemble cartoon from 2012, which is great. It's a fantastic show. I haven't seen it in 10 years, but it's great. I don't know if it's from 2012 either. But no, why would you do this? The novelty of seeing characters as zombies kind of wore off with the What If episode. Maybe it was cool when that episode started, but, I mean, ooh, you're doing Marvel characters but zombified. Okay, I could get the exact same experience out of that if I just, I don't know, looked up what zombified Marvel heroes looked like, or just looked up the Funko Pop line of Marvel zombies. What? I'm not liking this. I do not like this idea. And then, why wouldn't they give release dates for any of their more upcoming TV shows, like Moon Knight or Ms. Marvel or She-Hulk? Why wouldn't you do that? Disney Plus they disappointed me, you guys. So it pains me to say this, but I'm going to say it anyway. I think the MCU should either slow down or just stop entirely. We do not need this much stuff. Why are they giving us this much content? And I know some of it's going to be pretty good, but I'm just not interested in so much of what's been revealed so far. It bothers me because the MCU Infinity Saga is fantastic, but now it just feels like they've lost some fundamental aspect of what made their stuff so great, and now we're just doing whatever was the most popular. They're just running about doing whatever they want. Oh, Blade, we have the rights to Blade now. Let's make a Blade movie. Fantastic Four, oh, we have the rights to them now. Let's make a Fantastic Four movie. Oh, we have X-Men now. Let's do X-Men. Why not? Oh, Agatha Harkness was popular. She was popular, you say? Let's give her a spin-off. People like Spider-Man origin stories. Let's do a Spider-Man origin story. Some people maybe enjoyed the What If Zombies episode and maybe the comic storyline as well. Let's give a show about that. Let's do a spin-off to a character that we haven't been introduced to yet, that we haven't even seen any concept art for. There is no direction. How not much of this is building to anything. Like, right now, the only MCU project that I'm, like, super hyped for that I cannot wait to see is No Way Home. I know, that big shocker. I like Spider-Man. Sue me. But, like, that's the one that I cannot wait to see. Any of these, it's like, okay, I'll watch them when they come out, but I'm not, like, gonna crave them. I mean, I do want to see the Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special, just to see what that is. And also, Guardians of the Galaxy 3 looks great, because the first two were fantastic, but you know what? No Way Home, I mean, as good as that one looks, No Way Home is the only one that I need to see it, like, right now. Just show me No Way Home, right now. Why did you have to release Eternals and Shang-Chi before? Why couldn't we have seen No Way Home the first thing in Phase 4? Then they could have just stopped the whole thing entirely. Like, The MCU doesn't really feel like it's going anywhere anymore, which is sad, because I'd like it to go somewhere, but it doesn't feel like they're doing anything right now. At least it doesn't feel like they're doing anything substantial right now. And if all of this somehow leads to some big, massive event later down the line in Phase 6 or something, probably, then I am definitely going to eat my words for the words that I've said in this video. Yeah, I'm gonna eat them. That sounded really that sounded very weird. Why did I phrase it like that? Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna look like a moron if this all does lead to something. But right now, it just feels like Marvel is doing whatever they feel like and nothing else. So yes, I was disappointed by Disney Plus Day because it made me lose quite a bit of faith for what used to be like the greatest franchise of all time. And now it just doesn't feel like they're doing anything interesting or substantial at all. Aside from No Way Home. That looks fantastic. And I cannot wait to see it. Oh my god, I'm so excited for No Way Home, you guys. Like, we got an announcement earlier today, at least I saw it, that said there was going to be a trailer for No Way Home dropping on like Tuesday or something. Yeah, it's Tuesday. That got me more excited than anything that was announced yesterday. Anything. So, yeah, I want to see No Way Home. If it disappoints me, I'm going to be really, really sad. Same thing with Hawkeye, but actually Hawkeye looks fantastic as well. But that may just be because it's about Christmas, and Christmas is approaching. I'm excited. Anyway, but yeah, thank you for watching. Remember to like and subscribe, and keep calm and watch on.